Bill,
Yeah.
someone was saying there's a submarine in Philly.
You know, that's right, Shane. It's actually right over there.
Nah, there's no submarine.
I can see it.
It's not the first time I've been wrong.
Okay.
I'm practically wrong about everything.
Nah, this is just an upside down boat, Bill.
But it's hard to believe that Philly has a submarine.
Have you ever been on a submarine before or in a submarine before?
No.
There she is, Shane.
What a big day. This is exciting.
She is a submarine after all.
I guess there is a submarine.
The Becuna, super stealthy and meant to surprise the enemy. She's docked at the Independence Seaport Museum, right next to the historic cruiser Olympia, which happens to be the oldest warship afloat in the United States.
The Becuna, also known as Becky, comes from a completely different time, World War II.
So I usually have like my 3 and 3 rule.
Becky was moved here in 1976 as part of the bicentennial celebration in Philly. She's been here ever since.
You want to leave 3 steps between you and the next person, unless you want to kick them in the head. Which, you know,
like that.
hey.
I already have a concussion, so it's all right.
Before we board, we had to learn the rules of the sub.
3 points of contact, so just 2 feet or a hand. It's good to let folks know that to make sure that they're walking down safely.
Here we go.
3 points of contact, folks.
It's a steep, tricky climb
Holy smokes, yeah.
Ouch.
down into the vessel.
This is pretty wild.
Yeah,
Whoa.
right? You are in a submarine.
Our first stop, the forward torpedo room.
You get that sense of the diesel air on board because she was powered by diesel. She was built in 1943 and commissioned in 1944, so served in the Pacific Fleet at the tail end of World War II. She had 80 on board.
And right out of the gate, it got interesting.
With any historic ship, pretty much you see racks or beds hanging around everywhere to give you a sense of where people were and how they moved through the spaces themselves.
You pretty much slept over top of a torpedo.
Yeah. If you were one of the lucky 16 or so crew members who could sleep above a torpedo. But don't worry, this is better than the German or Russian services where they would sleep over the engines.
Don't touch it, Bill.
Careful.
Bill.
Be
I'm
careful.
not touching anything.
Watch out.
Is that still a live torpedo?
Yes.
Really?
No.
Submarines like Becky provide much needed support to the rest of the fleet during the war.
The sub actually spent most of its time on the surface, but she had a depth of about 1,000 feet submerged.
How many torpedoes would it carry?
So there are 6 nests over there.
A furious naval battle rages.
Their versatility and ability to defend from underwater was a major advantage in battle.
So you always try to leave the port with the torpedo tubes loaded and some extras on board, 6 here and then 4 in the after torpedo room.
But it had a catch.
Once you're out, you're out.
The thing is, they had a limited ammunition payload, and once it was gone, it was gone.
Yeah, for a good long time.
And you got to get away.
You got to figure that out. And then you've also lost so much weight on the ship. This is where it gets kind of complicated moving through too. So some folks will go head first. I tend to go sideways.
The submarine is confining.
There you go. Yeah. Get your Pilates in for the day.
This is nice in here.
Right? Isn't it cushy?
Yeah.
But rather comfortable considering how much space they had to work with.
So if you were an officer, you would sleep in here. There is more space to kind of sleep. You even get little curtains for your racks. So it's a different level of distinction for the officers on board.
We've learned this vessel has a very unique design
Space is the name of the game.
for a reason.
So as much as it's about storage and space on board, it's also about symmetry. So if you lose one compartment, you need to have a repeat of that somewhere else, either because of flooding, damage to the submarine.
We pressed on
This one also watch your back.
It's 3 now. 3 head hits.
Right.
as best we could and headed to the brain of the vessel. This area is noticeably different because everything is bathed in red light.
Why is it red in here?
Yeah.
Looks like we have a rash. Like a really bad rash.
All that sunburn from the outer decks. This is more a trick than anything of just eye adjustment. So if anybody was in their sleep rotation, the red light would help them transition into the normal lighting elsewhere on board.
And why is that?
Red light is a better backup for you. And with all this stuff around, you want to be able to adjust very quickly to lighting changes.
One thing for sure, this part of the sub reminded us of a famous movie set.
That's cool.
Yeah, I don't know why, but here I think the movie Alien for some reason.
Yeah.
That's that weird futuristic sense.
Next up, the galley.
16 at a time could eat in here. There are like so many fun things about the menus and the kind of history of the food that they ate.
The food selections were by design, too.
What you would consider finer foods. It was one of the tricks to get people to enlist in submarine service.
Yummy.
I like the buttered green asparagus tips, please.
So not much of a chef, Shane.
After talking about food, I started looking for a place to rest up.
This is where it's at, man. I could definitely see myself taking a nap back in here.
Right?
But not for Shane and Michael.
It is. It's not for the claustrophobic.
No. I would not be able to be in service on a sub.
Get on down to Independence Seaport Museum and check out the U.S.S. Becuna.
Touch your head, Billy.
Trust us, she's one of the most interesting museum ships in the world.
Old 319 is literally one of a kind.
You gotta be thin to walk through this thing.
Becky is the only Guppy 1A submarine left in the world. Another reason to go.
No, there's like no extra.
An incredible adventure awaits.
Yeah.
For history buffs and nerds like us
History's everywhere.
who just want to learn about cool stuff in our city.